I'm selling my boat. Selling my boat because I bought a new boat today, which was kind of in the works for a while. Like, I knew that this was probably going to be the year 2023 when I upgraded. I didn't know what or how, with what money, what my budget. I mean, I didn't know a lot of things, a lot of unknowns, but I just knew this was probably the year. So I'm selling my boat, and this video is to go over kind of everything about it, all its little weirdness and things I've done to it, kind of what I think the value is and all that. But first, I bought a 2021 Cobia 21-foot bay boat on this salvage auction website. I'm a little nervous about it because it's a hurricane boat and it's a salvage, but it's reported to have stayed dry. The engine stayed dry, the electronics. My father-in-law went and checked it out in person and said that it looked good. The fiberglass is just kind of shredded in some areas. Like it got beat up, rocked around and beat up. And that's what we have to fix. So fiberglass and gel coat. I don't think there's any holes in it through the hull. There's some barnacles all over it because it was a rental boat. So it's probably got some high hours for being a year old, but that's okay. If the engine fired up, they fired the engine up and it runs. It looks good under the cowling. So I spent 11 grand on it. That was how much the silent bid was. I mean, it's a $55,000, $60,000 boat if it was in, good condition and not salvaged. So if I can get it back to good condition, then this boat should last me 10 or 15 years. And for that price, you really can't beat it. Now I have to buy a trailer and I have to pay for the materials and stuff. We're going to fix it up ourselves. Me and my father-in-law make some videos on that. But I'm really excited. It's just like probably gonna be like 16, 17 grand total when it's all said and done, maybe 18. And if for any reason, there's something that we overlooked and I'm out this boat for a while and I have to sink more money into it, it's really gonna suck. And I'm gonna be out my boat because I'm selling my boat to help pay for this one. But I'm feeling good about it, and I trust my father-in-law. He's done this before. He's worked on boats for 50 years. He's had boats all different sizes. He knows everything about it, how to do it, and he's gonna lead this charge, and I'm gonna pay for it and help him. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Got to sell my boat. So let's go over what I'm selling here. So I just want people to have kind of a reference video of every little detail about this thing. So this is Baby Steps. She is a 17-foot Angler, 1992. I named her Baby Steps because she was my first boat. I bought her 3 years ago. She came with a 75 horsepower Mercury. I put a 115 on her about a year and a half ago, a little over a year ago. Had the carbs rebuilt right when I bought it. It was $2,000 for the motor. Then I spent another $1,500 getting it cleaned up, tuned up, fixed up. Parts of it rebuilt fuel filter. I had the lower unit maintenance done a month ago, so it's got a fresh impeller in there and oil. All that's nice and clean. She's running great. I just had the PTT trim and tilt completely rebuilt about 4 months ago, maybe. So that's basically brand new. She is not a pretty hull. The hull has been cut up. I've done a lot of work to it to make it what I want. There's very little value in the hull, but there's value in the Mercury. It's a 2002. There's value in the trailer, which I spent $1,600 getting rebuilt about a year ago. New crossbars, new bed rails. These are legit. Like, the carpet feels new on them. New axle, new hubs for the tires that I keep nice and greased up. Wish I had the light on here, sorry. Those are nice and greasy. I did the wiring on the lighting myself. This is shit, but they work. I just redo the duct tape every now and then. You can see it's kind of cobwebby down here, but like I said, it works. Both lights work, turn signals, brakes, riding lights. Brand new fuel lines a month ago. Fuel filters in the head. Brand new fuel tank, 12 gallons. I don't know if the internal fuel tank works. I never even tried, but it has one. 80-pound thrust trolling motor. I bought a new impeller for it that gives a little more oomph. Comes with the remote This little plastic over this button is gone, but it's been gone for a while. It still works fine. The test button has never worked for me. I don't know why. I have it wired up for dual lithium batteries. Those batteries are not coming with the boat. If they do, it's $1,000-ish, maybe 900. They still have 10 years on their warranty. I have cut the inside here a lot so I could reach where I needed to screw this in. So there's a lot of emptiness under there, which doesn't hurt anything as far as I can tell. This is nasty, but it all works. This guy is new. I've got him with some sticky Velcro here so he can come off with the Velcro, but he stays on fine. This guy is plexiglassed on, and or I screwed some plexiglass down and it didn't work right, and so it kind of cracks. This thing and pop off. I just pop it right back in. A little duct tape to hold it. Ain't pretty, but it works. Spotlight works. In here, this is fine. This is a lot of life vests and the anchor light, brand new anchor light I just got. All that random shit will come with it. That little knob is kind of funky. Careful not to stub your toe. Center console is in rough shape, but these little 360 lights work. We'll light it up in a second. This, I tried to put on a new cushion and revinyl. It's still soft and nice, but my revinyling job was terrible, so I just, whatever, duct tape. Comes with a 7-inch GPS and depth finder right here. I've got that down here. As you can see, the wiring job is kind of rough, but I've redone it a bit, so that's Velcroed on the door there. Yeah, the monitors in there somewhere. Anyway, there, if you want to buy it, I'll show you. The kill switch works fine with the lanyard. This spins a little bit. As you can see, I couldn't never get it to mount just right, but whatever, you can just kind of hold it and turn the key, it's fine. I put a new throttle cable in recently. This button thing, the up and down for the PTT here, is kind of mounted on with zip ties. This is brand new helm I just put in like 3 months ago, and this thing is on here solid as a rock. All these switches work. Not all of them are wired up to anything. One's wired up to the bilge pump, but the bilge pump I put in also has a float switch that works fine. This guy works here. Got an Arctic cooler for the seat, works great, keeps things really cold. I think that's it for this. And then I've got a battery switch I just installed here, but it's only got one battery hooked up. Brand new starting battery, not even 2 months old. I just put that in. I just like being able to turn all the power off to it, but we'll turn it on here and do some stuff. So PTT works, up and down. Lighting, we got, let's see, I think it's this one. Spotlight up there. We got our 360 lights down here and here. Oh. It's a little loose there. They get bright though. And then that also, I think, is the red and green. No, different switch for the red and green. It should be, let's see. Oh, there they go. Yeah, those guys get really bright. They're really nice down there. Which light? It's a spotlight. No, there it is. Red and green on up there. You can see. All right, so let's turn all those off. Anchor light works. I just put in a new anchor light socket here. Works fine. This is a little loose, but no, actually that's on pretty good. Yeah. So that's the situation here. One other note is that this guy is pretty loose. Need to get that down on there better. Okay, great. So yeah, this is an iPilot trolling motor. I think that's it. If you ever want to look at it or have me send you video, sometime I can fire up the engine and show you that the water pump works great. The gear shifting cable is getting a little rusty here. Still works fine, but probably gonna need a brick that at some point. See there, it's kind of this, the casing's tearing through a little bit, but like I said, it works fine. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, let's look at the front of the trailer. This part did not get rebuilt. So that tire there is less than a year old, and the one on the other side's about 3 months old. And then I have a whole nother tire inside that's going to go with it, just it's not on a rim. Probably want to put it on this one. I'm not sure how good the spare is. So this is a newish spare tire mount. Even though it looks a little rusty, it's newish. That's the old one back there. The winch here works fine, although that's probably gonna be the first thing that needs to be replaced in the near future. As you can see, I tied a new hook on there. Still works fine. I forget what this thing's called. Also works fine. It's starting to get a little rusty, but I keep it greased and it's good. Yeah, so that's it. That's the whole thing. That's the shebang. That's baby steps. I'm gonna miss her. But she's a great boat. She did me good for 3+ years at this point, I think. Yeah, I love this boat, man. So what I'll do is I'll either sell it in pieces, trolling motor, trailer, that guy, and maybe junk this guy, or I'll sell it all together for like 4,500 bucks. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna shoot for, because like I said, I've dumped about 10 grand plus into this over the last year and a half. Trailer, motor, everything. A lot of value still in this boat, a lot of life still in this boat, and she floats great.